your stream regarding the disappearance of Kelsey Berreth. Grey Hughes, read your stream, Grey Hughes, from the other night. Just watched your stream now regarding the disappearance of Kelsey Berreth. And this is in response, I happen to agree in your theory. If Patrick is involved, I happen to totally agree with your theory, with what speculation, of course, may have happened to Kelsey Berreth. That is, if said Patrick was involved. I saw the press conference. I thought it was unbelievably brave of Cheryl to stand up at the mic. Unbelievably brave. You could tell, I could tell watching it, it was complete unknown territory to her, and yet she took her chances, and she went ahead and expressed her feelings at the mic regarding her daughter. Not all mothers do, not all mothers would, but all credit to you, Cheryl, if you're watching this video, all credit to you. I, as a viewer, I was fully aware that it was a totally unknown territory to you, and don't be ashamed of having feelings. Don't be embarrassed of having feelings that you had to pull away from the mic halfway through. It is not to be ashamed of the fact that you could not express what was on the written page. It was nothing to be ashamed of at all. If anything, totally to the contrary, to your credit for taking the chance in complete unknown territory. Well done, well done. And you got your message across. You totally got your message across. You came across as you, Cheryl. You came across as you, and that's all that matters. Well done to you. Credit again, Gray, your theory, speculative as it is, I agree with 100%. In those 3 days which appear to be missing, what Patrick would have done was he would have sat by the graveside wherever he had buried Kelly, wherever he buried Kelly, he'd have sat with her, and basically until his torch batteries ran out, and he would have written down exactly what he was to do in the next upcoming few days. He would have, at her side, he would have ensured she was dead, and he would have said his last departing words to her, and he would have written down, but in bullet point form, what exactly he was to do in the next several days, upcoming several days. He would have sat with her for a while to say his goodbyes to her, and I do agree totally that he would have buried her nearer to where he lives, because it is known territory. Totally agree with every word you say, Gray, in regards to the experience of Kelsey Berreth. What I will say in my closing few sentences is, if you're watching this, Patrick, I feel if the Maddocks father could get his act together, if he and able to stand up in front of the press and express his feelings, if the addict's father could have done so, then I think really by you not doing so, if you've had nothing to do with Kelly's disappearance, I think it will go against you. I think it is going against you, i.e. the viewing public are going to suspect that you may have had some involvement in this crime by not doing so. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is now. We are all public property now. We are all. I would say to you, Patrick, if you are watching this video, I would just say to you, I would recommend that you do, well, I would recommend, as innocent as to be proven guilty, I would say to you, Patrick, stand up and express your feelings in that public forum, in that public arena where Cheryl did yesterday at the press conference. Do the same. Do the same. I would say to you, Patrick, do the same. Just do the same. Do the same. I would just say to you, do the same. Otherwise, unfortunately, the viewing public, and it's gone worldwide, this story now, you will be suspected of the crime. You just will. Whether you've had any involvement, you will be suspected of the crime. If the Maddox father could do it, if he could turn himself around and be able to do it, then I'm afraid we all could. But I do, ultimately I've come to the camera in response to you, Gray, to totally agree with your wonderful stream, that wonderful video, that upload you produced in the form of the stream, not a day ago now, where you've uploaded on the channel, regarding the disappearance of Kelsey Berreth. I loved your enthusiasm throughout. Obviously it's come from your heart. Obviously this subject is from your heart. You have a general interest and general enthusiasm for crime. It's just wonderful upload you created in that form of that stream, Gray. Wonderful. I really do enjoy watching your channel. I love it. So I thought I'd come and do this response for you. That's for you. I hope we do find her. I obviously do hope you find Kelly alive. Obviously.